All right. Well, the Masters was a few weeks ago, and there was a ruling that came up over there with Abraham Ancer. I don't know if you saw it, but he got into a bunker, and he was in the process of hitting a shot, and right as he got in there, he brazed the sand ever so lightly. Well, Abraham was assessed a 2-stroke penalty because he touched the sand. We know you're not allowed to touch the sand in a bunker. Well, here's my problem. The rule makers wrote a new interpretation that says if you move an item of sand or you do something that only the naked eye could not be seen by the naked eye, there's no penalty. This came about years ago because with these super zoom lenses, sometimes things happen. There's no way the player could see it. Well, because Abraham Ancer had the club over the ball in the sand that he touched, he couldn't see it. The head of the club was blocking it. So that tiny little movement of sand he could not have possibly seen. In my opinion, that was a perfect time to use this rule and not penalize him. They did penalize him. Shouldn't have been. I'm right. Robert's going to come in and try to convince you otherwise. Do not let him do that.
Right, well, so actually I am going to convince you otherwise because we're going to use the rules to get to our point here. The rules say that, yeah, while video evidence can be disregarded if in Ed's super zoom camera analogy that you could only see it with super zoom, I argue that when he pulled the sand back, although we watched it through maybe an HD super zoom lens, someone standing there could have easily seen it. And yes, if Ancer was over the ball and the club was in the way of the sand, that still doesn't excuse you from touching the sand. The point is, he touched the sand, it was on video. I believe it could have been seen with the naked eye. Clearly the committee in charge at the Masters thought it could be seen with the naked eye, so he was penalized accordingly. It's not a hard rule really to follow, in my opinion. There's sand, you can't touch it. They play every week. What's so hard about that?